The term hacking has been used to describe a variety of activities, from malicious cyber attacks to innovative problem-solving techniques. Over the past several decades, the field of hacking has evolved dramatically, with new techniques, tools, and ethical considerations emerging as technology has advanced. In this essay, we will explore the evolution of hacking from its early origins to the present day, tracing the development of hacking techniques, the emergence of ethical hacking, and the ongoing battle between hackers and cybersecurity professionals. Origins of hacking. The earliest known examples of hacking date back to the 1960s and 1970s, when a group of programmers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, began experimenting with the early computer systems of the time. These early hackers were more interested in exploring the limits of technology and solving complex problems than in causing harm, and they often worked collaboratively to share their findings and push the boundaries of what was possible. One of the most famous examples of early hacking was the creation of the phone phreaking subculture, which involved using specialized equipment to exploit the phone system and make free long-distance calls. Phone phreaking was popularized by a group of hackers known as the phone phreaks, who used techniques such as blue boxing, which involved generating fake tones to simulate a payphone operator's console, and black boxing, which involved building devices to bypass phone company security measures, to gain access to the phone system. In the 1980s, the emergence of personal computers and the Internet led to a new wave of hacking activity. The first known computer virus, the Elk cloner, was created in 1982 by a high school student named Rich Skrenta. This virus spread through Apple II floppy disks and displayed a humorous message when the infected computer was rebooted. The emergence of malicious hacking. As computers became more prevalent and interconnected, hacking began to take on a darker tone. As the Internet continued to grow in popularity, so did the number of hacking incidents. In the 1990s, a group of hackers known as the Chaos Computer Club in Germany became known for their sophisticated attacks on government and corporate systems. These hackers were among the first to use social engineering techniques to gain access to sensitive systems, using techniques such as phishing, which involves tricking users into revealing sensitive information, and shoulder surfing, which involves watching someone enter their password. In the early 2000s, hacking became more mainstream, with websites such as 2600.com and hackernews.com providing a platform for hackers to share their knowledge and discuss the latest tools and techniques. At the same time, hacking attacks became more sophisticated, with the emergence of advanced persistent threats, APTs, that were designed to infiltrate networks and remain undetected for long periods of time. Ethical hacking. As the threat of hacking continued to grow, many companies and organizations began to realize the importance of proactively identifying and addressing vulnerabilities in their systems. This led to the emergence of ethical hacking, which involves using hacking techniques to identify weaknesses in a system and then helping to fix them. Ethical hacking has become an important tool in the fight against cybercrime, and many companies now employ penetration testers to simulate attacks on their systems and identify vulnerabilities before they can be exploited by malicious hackers. Ethical hackers may use a variety of tools and techniques, including network scanning, social engineering, and vulnerability testing, to identify potential weaknesses in a system. Once these weaknesses are identified, they can be addressed before they can be exploited by cybercriminals. Ethical hacking is often performed by trained professionals who have received specialized training and certifications in the field. Some of the most well-known certifications for ethical hacking include the Certified Ethical Hacker (CEH) certification from the International Council of E-Commerce Consultants (EC Council), and the Offensive Security Certified Professional (OSCP) certification from Offensive Security. In addition to traditional ethical hacking, some companies also employ red teaming techniques, which involve simulating a full-scale attack on a system to identify vulnerabilities and weaknesses. Red teaming often involves a team of skilled hackers who are given a specific objective, such as stealing sensitive data or taking control of a system. The goal of the exercise is to identify weaknesses in the system's defenses and to help the company improve its security posture. The cat-and-mouse game. As the field of hacking has evolved, so too has the field of cybersecurity. Some companies also use machine learning and artificial intelligence to analyze data and identify potential threats. Another important aspect of cybersecurity is incident response, which involves quickly identifying and responding to cyber attacks. Incident response teams are often made up of trained professionals who are equipped with the tools and knowledge necessary to respond to a wide range of cyber threats. For example, there is often debate around the legality of white hat hacking, which involves using hacking techniques to identify vulnerabilities in a system with the owner's permission. Some argue that this type of hacking is not illegal because it is done with the owner's consent, while others argue that it is still a violation of computer crime laws. Another legal gray area is around the use of hacking techniques by law enforcement agencies. In some cases, law enforcement agencies may use hacking techniques to gain access to a suspect's computer or to monitor their online activity. While these techniques can be effective in solving crimes, there are concerns around their legality and their potential impact on privacy. The future of hacking and cybersecurity will likely be shaped by a range of factors, including technological advancements, evolving laws and regulations, and the ongoing battle between hackers and cybersecurity professionals. It is clear, however, that the need for strong cybersecurity measures will only continue to grow as our reliance on technology deepens. This includes using strong passwords, keeping software up to date, and being cautious when clicking on links or downloading files from unknown sources. We can also stay informed about the latest threats and trends in cybersecurity and take proactive steps to protect ourselves and our devices. In conclusion, hacking has evolved significantly over the past few decades, from a hobby pursued by a small group of enthusiasts to a global industry that has both positive and negative impacts. While the risks associated with hacking are real, it is important to remember that not all hacking is malicious, and that ethical hacking can play an important role in improving cybersecurity. As technology continues to evolve, it is up to all of us to stay informed, stay vigilant, and take the necessary steps to protect ourselves and our information from cyber threats. The history of the Internet is a story of innovation, collaboration, and the power of technology to connect people across the globe. It is a story that began in the 1960s and continues to unfold to this day, shaping the way we live, work, and communicate. In this article, we will explore the history of the Internet, from its early beginnings as a research project to its current status as a vital part of modern society. Early beginnings. The origins of the Internet can be traced back to the 1960s, when the United States Department of Defense began developing a computer network that would allow researchers to share information and collaborate on projects. This network, known as the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, ARPANET, was designed to connect various research institutions and government agencies across the country. The first message sent over ARPANET was sent in 1969, from a computer at UCLA to a computer at the Stanford Research Institute. Over the next few years, ARPANET continued to grow, connecting more institutions and expanding its capabilities. In 1971, the first email was sent over ARPANET, and in 1972, the first public demonstration of ARPANET took place at the International Conference on Computer Communication. The birth of TCP/IP. One of the key developments in the history of the Internet was the creation of the Transmission Control Protocol/Internet Protocol, TCP/IP, in the 1970s. TCP/IP is a set of rules and protocols that allows computers to communicate with each other over a network. With the development of TCP/IP, the Internet began to take shape as a global network of interconnected computers. In 1983, the ARPANET officially adopted TCP/IP as its standard protocol, paving the way for the creation of the modern Internet. The World Wide Web. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Internet began to evolve in new and exciting ways. One of the most significant developments was the creation of the World Wide Web, which was first proposed by computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee in 1989. The World Wide Web is a system of interlinked hypertext documents that can be accessed through the Internet. It allows users to navigate between documents and web pages by clicking on hyperlinks, and it has become the foundation of modern web browsing. In 1991, the first web page was created, and by 1993, the World Wide Web had become a global phenomenon. The creation of the World Wide Web revolutionized the way we communicate and share information, and it paved the way for the modern era of the Internet. The rise of the commercial Internet. In the mid-1990s, the Internet began to shift from a research project to a commercial enterprise. The introduction of web browsers and the World Wide Web made it possible for businesses to create websites and reach a global audience. In 1995, the online auction site eBay was founded, and in 1998, the first Google search engine was launched. These innovations, along with the growth of e-commerce and online advertising, helped to establish the Internet as a major force in the global economy. In the years that followed, the Internet continued to evolve, with the introduction of new technologies and the growth of social media and mobile devices. Today, the Internet is an essential part of modern life, used by billions of people around the world for everything from communication and entertainment to education and commerce. Challenges and controversies. As the Internet has grown, it has also faced a range of challenges and controversies. One of the most significant challenges is the issue of online privacy and security. With so much personal information being shared online, there is a constant risk of identity theft and cybercrime. Another issue is the problem of online censorship and government surveillance. Governments around the world have sought to regulate and monitor online activity, often in the name of national security, leading to concerns about free speech and civil liberties. The Internet has also been a platform for the spread of hate speech, misinformation, and propaganda. Social media platforms in particular have been criticized for their role in amplifying these types of content, leading to calls for greater regulation and accountability. Despite these challenges, the Internet continues to be a powerful tool for connecting people and advancing knowledge and innovation. It has opened up new opportunities for education, business, and social interaction, and it has given voice to marginalized communities and movements. The future of the Internet. As we look to the future, it is clear that the Internet will continue to evolve and shape the world in new ways. Some of the key trends and technologies that are likely to shape the future of the Internet include artificial intelligence. Advances in AI technology are likely to transform the way we interact with the Internet, making it more personalized, intuitive, and intelligent. Internet of Things, IoT. The IoT is a network of interconnected devices that can communicate with each other and the Internet. As more and more devices become connected, the IoT is expected to revolutionize industries from healthcare to transportation. 5G networks. 5G networks are expected to bring faster speeds, lower latency, and more reliable connections to the Internet, making it possible for new applications like autonomous vehicles and remote surgery. The history of the Internet is a story of innovation, collaboration, and the power of technology to connect people and shape the world. From its humble beginnings as a research project to its current status as a vital part of modern society, the Internet has changed the way we live, work, and communicate. As we look to the future, it is clear that the Internet will continue to evolve and shape the world in new and exciting ways.